Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again. It is the last bit of time to run through the Globe Trotting feature event with Mysterio as the special character highlighted throughout. And it's actually a pretty interesting kind of a side event. It's as if he's changed some realities and trapped our heroes in snow globes and other kinds of cool things. The writing's pretty good. We got a whole bunch of nodes to clear out and get some really good rewards. If you look, I've only cleared a couple of the battles, the ones that reward ISO 8, but along the progress, as we go through, we can get a Nick Fury and a 4-star Mysterio by the end. We have a lot of these to jump into. This will probably be a more of a speedy clear and a low commentary run, but let's jump into it, starting with the first node and go for it. This one is against a 5-star Peter Parker. By the way, as you've seen as you go through this, you can read this read the story as you go along if you want, but most of these have it set so that the kind of a boss level situation where the main enemy cannot be stunned. As we go along, we can earn shards for Spider-Ham, which is also great. Let's take on 5-star Parker. He's not quite a champion level. Ours is a champion level. Let's get into the action. And like I said, I'll probably try to keep the commentary down. We'll see how that goes. And just get into it and go for the win. Get our character animations on. Alright, so we've got about double his health, not quite. We both are going to make web tiles every turn, and that's great. Red is a big damaging ability for cheap AP. Green is the big damaging enemy ability for more AP. If we take this blue match right there that the game is kind of highlighting at us, it sets up a match 4 in red. We really don't want to do that. Let's see if he'll do it for us. He did it, and of course we had to ruin the match 4 to get that to happen, but worth it to avoid that damage and giving him the good AP. And then he gets a bunch of green. Way to go. Alright. If we do this, he'll be forced to take that purple. Got 9 green. I probably should have taken that green. Once we get our 10 green, this thing is over. We could probably end it with red if we could fire it twice. The number of web tiles on the board affects the damage we get from our arachnid agility. More webs, more damage, and he's got his. Let's see how much. Oh man, that was huge. I don't know if we're going to get green now that he's gotten it all. If we have enough red to fire it twice, we can probably take him out. We got it here. Let's go with our own stick around to add more webs to the board, and this is going to do it. Don't need to fire it twice. That's pretty good damage for an inexpensive red ability. And we get the Spider-Ham shards. 20. I had 50 before from given to us from the game itself. Heading toward 400. Let's go. So we've cleared these other couple nodes. You can pause it and read the missions if you want to check it out later. Let's go down to the 4th battle against Iron Man. Once again, it is a boss level Iron Man. Let's take him on with the same. Maybe I'll be able to do a little bit better in this match. Red, yellow, blue, and there's just really nothing on this board so far. Yellow's pretty dangerous. It's expensive, but it's a very good defensive ability. Man, if he gets this blue, that sets up a green extra move. I don't know if that's going to do a whole lot of damage, or if I can leave it for him. I don't think I can. I'm going to ruin it. Always good to look for those things. Try to think a couple moves ahead of the enemy if you have time. If you watch me play regularly, you'll know that, yeah, I have a hard time doing that. Once in a while it works out. I've been getting really bad about watching enemy AP levels to know what damage is coming my way. So we have our red winning team. It does 9,500 damage to the target, but it can be increased if you have Team Iron Man members on your side. This will be impossible in a 1v1. Cool, he's played his yellow. This will be neat to see. So what we'll do, he's going to block this damage, but it's fun to see it happen. We'll play the winning team. He's going to, he's got these on the board, the house party protocols. If he takes enough damage, he simply removes one and blocks it. I know it doesn't speed up the match, but you don't always get to see that in action. Nice drop there. And so we need more red on the board if we're going to get a decent amount of damage from our blue Girl Friday. And I'm a pretty good fan. I'm a pretty big fan of Girl Friday. It's a cool design of an ability where you change the enemy's strongest color into red. In this case, it's not that great of a matchup because the enemy's strongest color is red, so nothing changes. However, once they change, you could get matches. Like if the enemy's team's strongest color is, you know, purple or green or something like that, it would change 8 of those to red, then destroy the remaining red off the board. You could get some matches and build up red, and then can really affect the board. We're going to try to take him out with Girl Friday here. Got him down, and that should do it. Not spectacular, but I'll take the win. Moving right along, let's get into... Been looking forward to this one. This is a full Wakanda team, and that looks pretty tough. Let's play with our own Shuri and Panther, and then maybe, should we keep Okoye? I don't want to put her in there. I think she's going to be a little bit of overkill, maybe. So let's go. Panther's red, well, mostly yellow and blue. Shuri's red and green, so black and purple 5-star. Let's see if we can get one of those in. Probably, who's a black and purple 5-star? I think we'll go with Black Widow. Have her purple, have her red set down. That's perfect. Okay, so we'll go down and get Panther and Shuri on the team. And this is going to be important because those two work really well together, but we have to watch out for what the enemy's doing with fortified tiles. That's going to make a big difference against us. I think we need to probably target Shuri first. This is a cool match. White drops match 4 in green and a match in red. Oh, extra move even. How lucky. So we could let Shuri play her red first, which adds fortified tiles to the board, and then if we have ours ready to play, it will decrease the cost of our abilities. Pretty much the best effect you get out of Shuri's red ability. Oh man, I blew that one. And then a match 4 in white, or just start going for yellow. Probably, yeah, we'll take it. We get enough yellow to play Panthers. Repeater. Not safe enough to play it yet. I'd hate to play it and lose it right away. We do have our red ready to go. And so does Shuri. So And that's probably well, they could play Panthers red now, couldn't they? Yes, they could. All right, so let's get. They didn't play it, so what are they doing? Saving up for Okoye, maybe? Her red costs 11, so I don't want them to get any more red to play that ability. I think we can go for Protector of Wakanda. I was going to wait for the costs to be less expensive, but we just need to speed things along. Can't help it. Gotta give them that red match, I think. Maybe they'll take yellow. And they do. Excellent. This shouldn't be too damaging. Yeah, that was pretty damaging, actually. They have his red set up pretty high. But now we've got some fortified tiles on the board. Not enough to decrease our costs yet, but as we get more, it will. Look at Shuri here. We're going to make a match on that Protect tile as it drops down with the red. Oh, man, we lost our Protector of Wakanda tile. I hate that. Shuri's red would have fortified it. I just took a gamble and lost there for sure. But we have her out. So now we can just go ahead with our own abilities. We have red down there at the bottom. This is probably a good time. Let's go for... What do we do first? I think we definitely want to go with Panther's blue. That makes Shuri's red cost less expensive here with the fortified tiles on the board, so we can play it. Wait a second. Play that. Once that's on the board, we can play Shuri's red to make sure it gets fortified afterward. Such an excellent timing to do it that way. Now we can play our green, but I'm going to wait a sec. Oh man, I want that blue match with those projectiles. Oh, okay, so we get it. Check this out. Let's hit Panther for a shot there. We'll do more red. We'll do more green in a second, but not yet. Boom. All the way out for that additional damage. That's really cool. So Okoye has enough yellow. She got that 7 yellow, luckily. Let's not do any more damage until she plays her healing ability. Otherwise, it'll just be wasted. Oh, couldn't help it. Oh, we're increasing the cost of her abilities. I always forget that. Costs 10. Let's try to win without Black Widow playing anything but her purple there. Green does damage plus a stun if you happen to randomly destroy a fortified tile. Shuri's going to do additional damage on top of Panther, and that's a win. Good team. Could have went with any black and purple there. 30 more shards on Spider-Ham. Take a quick look at our shield resupply. Just a small token, but we've got 25 command points coming up in a number of days. 17 minutes left, guys. Do you think we can get it done? I think we can. Rocketing Groot, Gamora, and Star-Lord. Cool. So here's what I'm going to do. Playing our 4-star Rocketing Groot would be a little bit overkill. What I'm going to do is take that advantage with just 5-star Star-Lord. And then let's go down to those 3 stars and see if we can win. Or should we just blaze? You know what? We better just blaze through it like this. Let's just use the speed. I was going to do a fun team challenge combo, but wait till you see this. I think, yeah, I think Gamora is going to be the one we should target first. And can you believe they start us out with an extra move? Let's go. The match 4 in yellow with that critical would ruin a couple of strike tiles. So I'm actually going to take it out this way. They are boosted up quite a bit, so probably not going with the challenge team is a better idea. Now we have to be careful. Oh, I was just going to say we have to be careful. Right at the moment, I wasn't careful and left them an extra move. Let's go to Star-Lord, because if we start working on Rocket and Groot and they get down below 50% health and then find a yellow match, they can heal just a tremendous amount of true healing. And it gets to be very annoying. I played 3-star Rocket and Groot so much for their strong strike tiles and then healing, of course. Oh, what a bad move. Star-Lord's going to play as purple. If he gets lucky, we'll take this purple match on the drop. I think we're going to get through this. We have Star-Lord's green ready to play. Let's start it out with Incapacitate on Rocket and Groot for 3-turn stun. I really like a bit of both from Star-Lord. It destroys 3 columns and drops your special tiles safely to the bottom if they're in one of those columns. I wish it did a little bit more damage, but you could get some cascades. Did get a little bit. Let's go for a few more turns here, and that's a win. Probably good that we went with the meta team from Guardians of the Galaxy. Got Nick Fury coming up. Can we get those covers in time? We have to take on a Doctor Strange. Don't forget, he can't be stunned. So I was thinking of playing him with my own Doctor Strange, but if we can't stun him, I think we're going to have to go with something else. And it's a 1v1. So what should we do here? How about, let's take him on with Parker. Infinity War Spider-Man. I think that might be kind of a good challenge. If we get our colors going, we can take him out with a 1-shot from a 4-star. Need to watch out for blue. He's going to be able to give us a big stun and then damage each turn and remove AP each turn. It's a really good stun ability that Doctor Strange has. When in a single match, remember when I said I wasn't going to have a lot of commentary? Yeah, that worked great. But anyway, in a single match where Iron Spidey here tanks all of his own colors, he creates web tiles every time he makes a match. Look at that. Oh, extra move. We can't get it. So, Spider-Man has a really good defensive ability when the enemy targets him for damage. He will kind of backflip to avoid it, and can't do that match now. Will negate the damage based on how many web tiles are on the board. So the more web tiles you have, the more damage he can deflect. And I messed up. So Strange has his blue, and he's going to stun us. We're not going to be able to deflect the damage while stunned. Couldn't get enough red yet. Hope he doesn't play that on. Yeah, blue, no big deal. That's a lot of damage per turn. Check it out. On the last one, he avoided it. So now we need to be really careful to avoid him getting blue. We've got a ton of green. Have not been able to get the red matches. Strange has a pretty big hitting yellow ability also. There's a nice extra move with it. Critical match on red. There we go. The board reset. Shuffled anyway. And I think we're going to find a way to get our red and finish this match. Probably should have gotten that yellow. We're going to have nearly every tile covered in a web tile before this is done. Which way should we do the red? Maybe this way. He has his yellow at 15. He's ready to fire it. That's going to do big time damage unless we can avoid it. I don't think we better take any chances. Let's go. We'll play Thwip once. Watch, he's going to hit us back, but we'll deflect that damage. I think the net effect is we get more... maybe we don't get more web tiles on the board. I think we're actually losing web tiles. Let's try it again. Yeah, we lose half by adding some. That's not going to work out for the math. So let's go for a proportional punch. This should do it. It's got 5492 base damage plus 2200 for every web tile in his color, and half of that for every web tile in a different color. Got the win. That's going to be enough for the 4-star Nick Fury and more Spider-Ham shards. Run out of time. 10 minutes left. How many battles do we have? 3 more battles. Alright, we got to really speed this up. I think we can take these guys out with a mirror match team. Let's go for it. And I need... well, you know what? Let's go with our new Beta Ray Bill, guys. We leveled him up, and I think it'd be fun to play with him and main event Hulk as if they're in the Sakar arena. Beta Ray Bill was at one time a champion, apparently. Ooh, they have a lot of health. This is going to be tough. But we start with projectiles, and every time a projectile is destroyed, we earn blue and green, 1 AP each. So if we get enough blue and green early on, I know there's a match 4, but getting the blue is more important. And we're in kind of a speed crunch now. Okay. We have our blue. Do we play it? I think we play it right away. It does big time damage of 12,000 some. Let's hit him with it and then go back over here until Thor is nearly 50%, or actually double check this. Beta Ray Bill's green, 8,500 damage. I think we'll take him down so that 2 hits of that green would take Thor out. That's the point where we need him. Is he in God mode already? We got to get our green going. We've got it all ready for Beta Ray Bill. Man, he builds up green easily with those projectiles on the board. Let's play Scuttlebutt and take our chances that it knocks Thor out. Didn't get him. So we took out main event Hulk, and now we're in big trouble because Thor is in his God mode. We need to really quickly get enough match damage to take him out. Can we do it? I don't see a good match yet. Got enough blue. I think we got him. Stormbreaker takes Thor down. Nice. Did we get that done in enough time? 50 more Spider-Ham shards. Where are we at here? Oh, I did the other second to last node. So are we on the boss fight? I think we are. one more match for 1,100 points to 1,200 to beat the special event. We have to take on a boss version of Mysterio. Here's what we're gonna do. Who would be the most likely candidate to take him on? You know, I think 5-star Parker would be the most likely. But we already played him, so should we pick somebody else for fun? I don't think my own Mysterio would be enough to take him out because he's got 28,000 health. Mysterio does mostly kind of like tick damage instead of big damage in any one shot. How about we go for... I don't know who a typical Mysterio villain would be in that case, since he's kind of good, kind of a bad guy, right? This is probably who we should have saved, Infinity War Spider-Man, to fight him. You know what? Let's see. Let's take a big challenge. I think we have enough time. Let's see if our new 2099 can take him out. This might be a fail, but he can do a lot of damage, and his black is a really good ability. Let's boost a couple of colors. He can go invisible. However, Spider-Man 2099 has a random damage ability with his black. So this might be a pretty big challenge, but we're going to see here what we can do. So we probably want to fire off blue before black, and we need to go for black, yellow, and blue matches to get a lot of web tiles on the board. Every time we match those three colors, we'll do a little bit of damage, but more so add also web tiles to the board, and web tiles make our black ability so good. We also need to speed this up, because if I don't win, we need time to play this match again before the clock expires. Alright, so he's gone invisible. Oh, that's too bad, too. Right when this extra move would have done a ton of damage. Wow, we're hitting a lot of his trap tiles. They're always on black, is that correct? He's invisible for 3 more turns. Yikes. And we can't stun him with our blue. Invisible again? Oh, man. Yep. I think he's just a little bit too good. He's got those traps dealing tons of damage. If we would have been able to avoid those traps, we could have been ready to do 38, is it 3,800 damage each? Oh, that would have worked out. Alright, not going to work with 2099. I think it was a fun attempt. Let's go back. Since we have just a few minutes left, 3+ minutes to take on Mysterio with a better candidate. How about we go for... How are we going to beat this guy? Might have to use 5-star Parker after all. The difficulty is scaled to your roster. So my matches might be higher health enemies than yours, maybe the same or lower, it depends. I think we're going to have to do it. Alright, let's go for it. We cannot fail this time. He still has a good chance to go invisible. And if that's the case, we'll have to just wait it out, because we don't have a... We have a random damage ability, but I don't know if we'll be able to even fire it off if there's no available target in the first place. Sometimes that happens. Green. Need to watch out for black. He's going to place trap tiles on black when he goes invisible. Got our green, though. Awesome. So now we need to work on web tiles. I know there's a match for in black, but let's go green and red. He has a little bit of purple. Need more red. Is that enough to go invisible? How many web tiles? Just 2? Oh, that's just not going to do it. Five web tiles. Guys, I think this is it. Arachnid Agility does damage for each web tile plus 5,800. Add it up. Got the win. Just in time. Got the 1,200 points for the Mysterio cover and the Spider-Ham 60 shards. He's close to another level. We'll have to look to try to earn more Spider-Ham shards over the rest of the holidays. Hopefully they make it available to us and we get the event done, and it's less than a minute remaining. Way to go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hit the MPQ icon you see on the left side of the screen to become a subscriber. I appreciate it very much, and it helps support the channel. If you need more MPQ on YouTube, hit up MPQ Mastery. Thanks again. See you next time.